Hi guys, my name is Nadia. Welcome back to Fly TV. Today's routine will be a HIIT Beginners class. So you won't need any equipment except for your mat, a towel, and a water bottle to rehydrate yourself throughout the class as well. Today's structure is 3 blocks of 3 exercises each block repeating for 3 rounds before you get a longer break of 1 minute 20 seconds before we move on to the next block. At the end of the class, we have a 5-minute ab and core finisher, and then we'll end with a cool down. Alright, so before we begin, let's start with a warm-up. Get yourselves ready in position. Make sure you have your towels and water bottles ready. Roll your arms forward, warming up your shoulders, and move it back for 5 rounds. Alright, from here, reach up high. Claw your hands forward into your plank position. Arch up into your upward dog. And push your hips back up into your downward dog. Crawl your hands back up. Reach up again. Arch your back. And back down. Get a few more in here. Crawl your hands back up. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible. Stretching out your hamstrings. 1 more here. Alright, from here, stay in your plank position. Rotate your arms into your T-plank rotations. 3 on each side. 1 more. Alright, from here, stay in your plank. Right foot stepping outside your right hand. Switch it. Roll it forward and back. Warming up your Achilles tendon. Switch it over. Left foot outside your left hand. Same thing. Stretching out your hip flexors for your squats later on. Alright, back to plank position. Claw your hands up. Stand in the middle of your mat. Feet out wide, arms out wide, opposite toe touches. Other hand reaching up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're standing right back up in between each toe touch. Good. 1 more on each side. Alright, from here, stand upright. Toe touch, hips down, hips back up before you reach back up, alright? Warming up your hip flexor. Try to go as low as possible in your squats. Opening up your hips. 1 more here. Alright, back up into your vertical stand. Lunge forward and twist your core toward the side your forward foot is on. So step up, right foot forward, twist to your right. Left foot forward, twist to your left. 1 more on each side. Right and left. Alright, 15 seconds of jumping jacks just to get the heart rate going. Arms outstretched, legs outstretched as well. Keep it going. 5 more seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Alright. For your first block, we have narrow to wide push-ups and narrow to wide squats, as well as your sprawls. So for your push-ups, you can do it on your knees. Narrow, which is your diamond, so hands in a diamond shape. Right below your chest. As you go down, elbows tucked in and up. Walk your hands out to neutral position. Down, up, wider, down, and up. Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 40 seconds of work here. Make sure that your back is straight. Your tailbone tucked in as you go down. So back to your narrow, neutral, and wide. So you have 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds rest. If you can, for more advanced people, go up onto your feet and off your toes. Off your knees, sorry. Alright, take a break. Next up, we have your narrow to wide squats. Narrow, neutral, and wide. Back to neutral and narrow. Let's go. Neutral, wide, neutral, and narrow. Keep your chest upright, shoulders rolled back. For your wide squats, toes can be pointing 45 degrees outwards. Alright, in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Wide, neutral, and narrow. Chest up, shoulders rolled back. Make sure you're not leaning too far forward and that your hips are pushed back for all of these moves. Okay? Go as low as your hips can. So if you can go all the way down, go straight down. If you can't, just go as low as you can. Your best is enough. Last 10 seconds here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Last exercise for this block is your sprawl. Hands beneath your shoulders, feet out wide, stand up and up. So it's basically a burpee without the push-up and without the jump. If you can, go straight for the full burpee. It's up to you. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So hands down, feet out, feet back in and up. Again, if you want to challenge yourselves, go straight down, chest to ground, stand it up and jump. For beginners, just step it out and up. A regression, if you can't jump out, just step it out, in and up. Alternating which leg goes out first and which leg steps back in. If you can, challenge yourselves, add a jump. In 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. All right, we're going back to the first exercise and we're repeating those 3 exercises for 2 more rounds. So back to your narrow to wide push-ups. All right, knees on the ground, starting back up in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Narrow, neutral, and out wide. Make sure your elbows are pulled back. Even for your wide push-ups, your elbow shouldn't go straight out. They go slightly back. Walk your hands out and back in. 15 more seconds here. Making sure that tailbone is tucked under. Last 5, get a few more in. In 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Standing back up for your narrow to wide squats. Again, make sure your hips go low. Go as low as you can. At least 90 degrees, all right? Make it 4 reps, 5 seconds here. Narrow to wide, off to the right and off to the left in 3, 2, 1. Let's go neutral, wide, neutral, and narrow. Neutral, wide toes 45 degrees out and back. 30 seconds. Chest stays up, shoulders stay rolled back. Don't lean too far forward. Halfway through, make sure when you stand up, full extensions, tailbone tucked under. Keep it going. Last 10. You've got this. Breathe through it. Don't hold your breath. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you go down. In 3, 2, last one, and break. Back to your third exercise, your sprawls. Hands to the ground, legs out wide, and stand it back up. 10 seconds of rest. Catch your breath here. Grab some water if you need to. Starting back up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Make sure as you stand back up, tuck that tailbone under. Full extensions. When you step your feet out in plank position, strong. Push your hands into the ground. Make sure your hips don't collapse like that. Make sure it's tucked in. Core is engaged at all times. Halfway through. Again, if this is too much for you, feel free to step it out instead. More of a challenge. Add in that push-up, chest to ground, to a jump at the end. Keep it going. And last one, take a break. One more round of these 3 exercises and then we move on to the next. All right, catch your breath. Grab some water, towel off. 5 more seconds before we go back to your push-ups. For that final round, try to challenge yourselves. Try to go off your knees and onto your toes if you can. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Narrow, neutral, and wide. Keep that tailbone tucked in. Back straight, core engaged. Almost there. Let's go. Final round. So challenge yourselves. 15 seconds to go. Breathe through it. Don't hold your breath. Make sure your core is engaged. Last few in 4, 3, last one, 2, and 1. All right, shake your shoulders off. Next up, your final round for your narrow to wide squats. 10 seconds to go. Standing back up. Roll your shoulders back. You're done with your shoulders. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go narrow, neutral, and wide. Back to neutral and narrow. Same thing on the other side. If you want more of a challenge for this final round, jump it out. Right? 3 jumps, narrow, neutral, and wide. Chest up at all times. 20 seconds to go, halfway through. All right, I know this is the beginner's routine, but if you feel like challenging yourself, stepping up your game, feel free to do so. If not, stick to those static narrow to wide squats. In 3, 2, and 1. Rest it up. All right, last one before you get your long break. Your sprawls, standing back up. Your sprawls, hands under, kick out, back up. All right, catch your breath, 5 seconds to go. In 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Out, in, and up. Down, up. Keep it going. All right, you get a long break after this. So, don't slow down. Increase that pace if you can. Whew. Make sure everything stays engaged. Even if you're tired, if you need a break to reset your form, go ahead and do that. You're allowed to rest, but not give up. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. All right, towel off. All right. You have 1 minute of rest left here. First block done. Second block, you're gonna wake up that core and activate that core. First exercise, hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips, knees off the ground in bear plank. Walk it out and lift. Walk it back in, alternating which leg goes out first. All right? Bear plank walkout to leg lifts. Starting that in 40 seconds. Second exercise, you have your tricep dip to crab toe touch. This way up. You're gonna dip your hands, dip your hips down. Opposite, crab toe touch. Last exercise, kick through his back in your bear plank. Swivel to the other side. Opposite leg kicks out to the other side. Those are your 3 exercises for your second block to really wake up that core. 10 seconds to go. Get ready in your plank position. Make sure your hand stays right beneath your shoulders. Try not to lean back or too far forward. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Walking it back in. Switching which leg goes out first. Good. Make sure as you lift your legs up, you're not overarching your back. It's purely your glutes working. All right, your hips shouldn't be swaying side to side. Core engaged at all times. 10 seconds to go. Few more. Keep it going. In 3, 2, and 1. Rest it up. 20 seconds rest here. All right, next up, you have your tricep dip to crab toe touch. Make sure your hips go slightly forward so that you have more range of motion in your tricep dips before you go to your crab toe touch. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Dip and up. Dip it down and up. Because if your hips are too far or too close to your hands, you don't have that range of motion to go down. So push your hips forward slightly so that you go dip, tricep dip, opposite crab toe touch. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible for your toe touches, but if your flexibility doesn't allow it, go ahead, bend your knee in,
And bring your toes towards your hands. Crunching that core and twisting it at the same time. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Third exercise, kick throughs. This one is a bit technical. In your bear plank, switch over to your left side, right foot kicks under you. Other side, left foot kicks under. All right? In 3, 2, and 1. For the first round, just try to keep it slow and controlled until you get that form right. So here in bear plank, swivel it to your right, left foot kicks out. Your hand bringing it to your chest. Make sure your hips stay low and not goes above your head. 20 seconds here. Slow and controlled for this one. As you kick out, try to extend that leg fully. Again, if you can't, due to flexibility issues, just extend it as far as you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Woo. All right, that core should be activated and warm. Going back for your second round of these 3 exercises. Starting with your bear plank walkouts to leg lifts. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Walk them in, out, and lift. In, out, lift, lift. Again, make sure with your leg lifts, you're not overarching and using your lower back. It's all in your glutes. Everything should be activated from your shoulder down to your heels. Get a few more in. Core steady, not swaying side to side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. All right. Second exercise, tricep dip to crab toe touch. All right, hips facing up. Hands again beneath your shoulders. Fingers pointing forward. Hips, move them slightly forward so you can dip. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Let's go dip and toe touch. Again, if you can't keep that leg straight, keep your leg bent. Just bring them in, twisting and crunching that core. Whew. Make sure you're breathing through it, not holding your breath here. Whew. Keep that core tight. Dip it down low and toe touch, reach up. Last 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Going back to your kick throughs. Now that you know the form, you can speed it up a little. But just go at your own pace. If you feel like going faster than I am or slower than I am, that's completely up to you. And starting in 3, 2, and 1. Bear plank. Swivel it to the right and left. Legs fully extended if you can. If not, just extend until you can, until you can't anymore. Hips stay low in your bear plank as you go back to this neutral position. If you need a break to recalibrate, go ahead and do that. As I always say, don't compromise your form. Last 10 seconds here. Get a few more in, push through it. In 3, 2, and 1, break. All right, one more round of that, and then you're done with this block. Towel off, grab a sip of water. Back to your bear plank walkouts to leg lifts. In 3, 2, 1, hands beneath your shoulders. Bear plank, walk them out, lift. In, out, out, lift, and lift. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. A lot of people tend to hold your breath while you're in a plank, and that's the worst mistake that you can do. So make sure you're breathing through it. Keep it going. 13 seconds left. Shoulders rolled away from your ears. Lats engaged. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, switching it over to your tricep dip to crab toe touch. Hips pushed forward so you get that wider range of motion for your tricep dips. Fingers pointing forward. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Tip it down and toe touch. Down and up. Make sure your elbows are pointing back and not outwards. That's why your fingers should be pointing front, forcing your elbows to be pointed backwards. Be going. Let's go. Just one more exercise after this, and then you get your long break. Last 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, your last round of kick throughs. Can you increase that pace? It's up to you. You want to take it slow? Go ahead, but just know that you have a longer break coming after this. You want to work for that break, all right? 5 seconds. Catch your breath. In 3, 2, 1. Starting out in bear. Twisting it right and left. Again, like I said, don't compromise your form. So if you still haven't gotten the hang of it, go ahead, take it slow and controlled. All right? Legs outstretched, hands towards your chest. If you have gotten it, then increase that pace. This is a full body, working your arms, your legs, as well as your core. Last 10 seconds here. Come on, push through it. You've got this. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, catch your breath. Just one more round of work before you finish your last block. You have 1 more minute of rest, hold on. All right, last block. First exercise, you're back up on your feet. You're going for your curtsy lunge to your side leg lift. Curtsy lunge, your knees are still pointing forward. Cross one leg behind the other to the other side. Bring it down, up, and leg lift. As you lift your leg up, make sure you're not leaning to the side. Keep that core tight, using your outer glute and your obliques to lift that leg up. All right? If that curtsy lunge is too much for your knees, you don't have to cross over too much. Just right behind the other foot is fine, and lift it up. Okay? Second exercise, you have your airplane single leg deadlift. Facing one direction, one leg on the ground, squeezing your shoulder blades together as you go down. All right, make sure your standing leg isn't locked at your knees, keep it slightly bent. I'll remind you of that later on. For now, just get ready for your curtsy lunge to side leg lift in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Curtsy and lift. If you want to keep your hands on your hips to make sure that your hips are stable, go ahead and do that. If you don't want to, that's fine. Just keep it up at your chest, maintaining your balance, and up. Like I said, make sure you're not leaning off to the side to bring that leg up. Using your obliques, your outer glute, to make sure you're working the right muscles. Keep it going. This is to slow your heart rate down before you end it with a high note later on. All right? 5 more seconds, get a few more in. In 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. All right, second exercise again. Single leg deadlift, one leg on the ground, knees not locked, slightly bent. Bring it down, squeezing your shoulder blades, switching legs. If this is too much for you, keep that other foot on the ground, just on your toes. No weight on that leg, all right? In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Focus on a single point in front of you as you do that. Squeeze that shoulder blades together, tightening that core. Focus on a single point in front to maintain your balance. Again, your standing leg should not be locked at your knees. Your hips should be square towards the ground, so don't open it to the side. If you lose your balance, go ahead, reset before you go back down. Squeezing that shoulder blade together. Almost there. The other option,
is to keep the other toe on the ground. Last 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1, break. All right, last exercise. To get that heart rate pumping, rear lunge, knee drive, switch sides. All right, so you're gonna lunge back, knee drive up, switch sides. Opposite hand using it to drive up. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lunge, knee drive, lunge, knee drive. Keep that chest up, and you're aiming for that vertical height. As you come up, hands go up, body all in one line. Keep it going. That's why for your lunges, you want to make sure that you're not leaning too far forward, so that when you come up, you're going straight up and up. All right, last 10 seconds here. Get a few more in. Make sure your toes and your knees pointing forward at all times. In 3, 2, 1, take a break. All right, 2 more rounds of that before we go into your finisher. Whew. Bring your heart rate back down with those curtsy lunge to side leg lift. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Curtsy here. And lift your leg up to the side. Focus on your breathing here. Slow that heart rate down. Good. Make sure your knees pointing forward. As you come up, make sure your knees aren't caving in. Keep it going. Halfway through. 20 seconds. 15. Go down, up, and lift. Last 10 seconds here. You've got this. Almost through. In 4, 3, 2, last one, and break. All right, 2 more. Again, for your airplane deadlifts, option, keep that other toe on the ground, no weight on that. As you go down, push your hips back so that you're using that hamstring, all right? In 3, 2, 1. So this is the option here. No weight on that toe. Just using that for stability. All the weight should be in this standing leg, and your knee should be slightly bent, hips pulled back as you go down. Okay, if you can, leg off, squeezing that shoulder blade together as you go down. Legs go up, hips square to the ground. Focus on that single point in front of you to maintain your balance. If you lose your balance, that's fine. Just reset, start again. Good. Keep going. A few more in here. In 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Back to your rear lunge and knee drive. Remember to aim for that vertical height. Chest up at all times. Don't lean forward in your lunge. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lunge and up. Lunge, up. Use your arms to help you swing up. That's it. Opposite hand, opposite knee. Chest up at all times. Focus on the single point in front of you. Look ahead, don't look down. Make sure your lunge, you're going deep. At least 90 degrees down. Full range. Again, if this is too much for you, just lunge back and drive. Lunge back, drive. If you can, get that heart rate going. In 3, 2, and 1, break. One more final round here. 3 more minutes of work before we go into our finisher. All right. Get ready back to your curtsy to side lunge. In 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Curtsy and up. Curtsy and up. Hips on your hands on your hips if you want to maintain that composure, and make sure that your hips are pointing square forward at all times. So during your curtsy, you don't want to open up your hips to the side. Make sure it's always pointing forward as you come up. Your toes are still pointing forward and not up towards the ceiling. Last 10 seconds. Get a few more in. You've got this.
It's your final round. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Alright, second one. You have your airplane single leg deadlift again. Remember to squeeze your shoulder blades back together. Engage those lats to help maintain that balance. In 3, 2, and 1. Alright. In your final round, when you're tired, it's hard to lose your balance. So this is where you have to tie in your mental as well as your physical to it. Alright? You're gonna make sure that you push through. Maintain that focus to maintain that balance. That's the same with life. You gotta maintain your mental to maintain that balance in life as well. Keep it going. Hips square towards the ground. Last 10 seconds, reset if you have to. Come on, you got this. Few more in 3, 2, and 1. Alright, final round. Knee drive, rear lunge. If you've just been stepping back and driving it up, I want you to challenge yourself and try to get that hop in as well. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come on, try to get it higher this round. Your last round of work. 1 minute rest after this, and it's just your easy ab finisher. For now, just focus on getting that height, vertical. Use your arms to help swing you up. Come on, you've got this. Push off those toes. Rear lunge and up. Come on, breathe. You've got this. Few more, last 10. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Catch your breath. Grab a drink of water. Next up, you're done with your HIIT workouts. Last one. You just have 5 minutes of non-stop abs. 30 seconds on each move. I will cue you in for the next move that we're going to. But basically, we're gonna work your upper abs, your lower abs, your obliques, and then your full range of abs and core at the end to finish up 5 minutes of abs and core. Right, first 2 moves are your crunches and heel touches. Feet hip width apart on the ground. Make sure you're grounded. Bring yourself down. Shoulder blades off the ground for your upper ab crunches. Heel touch, shoulder blades stay off the ground, left and right touches. All right, so 30 seconds on each move. I'll cue you in for the next one, starting in 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. So feet on the ground, just crunch it up. Hands behind your head. Make sure your shoulder blades go all the way up and off the ground. Try to keep your lower back on the ground so that it's fully activated at all times. 10 more seconds here before we go into your heel touches left and right. Shoulder blades off the ground completely for all this. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go right and left. Breathe through it again. Don't hold your breath for any of your core exercises. Make sure you're twisting all the way. Crunching your side obliques while maintaining your shoulder blades off the ground so that your upper abs are always working throughout this 30 seconds here. 10 more seconds here. Next up, you're on the ground, legs out straight, bring it down and up. All right, lower back stays on the ground in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, bring it down and up. If you need more support for your lower back, hands in diamond beneath your tailbone, same thing. Keep it going. 20 more seconds. Next move, working that lower ab still. You're gonna go for your reverse crunches. Legs extended, knees in, and try to touch your knees towards your forehead. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Reverse crunches. Keep your arms stretched out towards the side if you can, if you don't need that added support for your lower back. Legs extended, bring it in and up. Tailbone goes up and off the ground when you crunch it in. Exhale. Whew. Inhale and exhale. Keep it going. Last 5 seconds. Next up, you're going for your oblique crunches on the right. So sitting on your left butt cheek, up and down, up and down. If this is too much, just crunch it in, knees bent. All right? Elbow to knee. So you're not flat on your butt cheeks. You're on your left butt cheek as you crunch your right obliques. Knees towards your elbow. 10 seconds here before we switch to the other side. If you can, legs straight and up, all right? Switching it over in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Same thing on the other side. Breathe through it. Don't hold your breath. Exhale as you crunch. Inhale as you extend, full extensions. Legs out, but not touching the ground. Keep it going. Last 10 seconds. Next up, you have your simple bicycles. All right? Back on the ground in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Get that shoulder blade off the ground. Really twisting to touch your elbow to your knee. Make sure your elbows are out wide to the side. Keep it going. 14 more seconds here. All right, this move, we're gonna straighten your leg to go for your straight leg bicycles. This way. You can rest your leg on the ground in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. If you can, speed it up, just 1 count. All right, if you don't need that pause between each side, go ahead and do this. If you need to slow it down, just up, down, up, down. Keep it going. 1 more minute after this, and then you're done. 5 more seconds on this. We're bringing it to your plank position for your mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right, left, right, left. Again, if you need to slow it down, go right, tap, left, tap. If not, bring it across. Breathe through it, you're almost done. Last 10 seconds here. In 3, 2, 1, you're gonna plank jack. Out, in. 30 seconds left. Final move. Hold it there. Core engaged. Hands right beneath your shoulders. Breathe. Almost there. Last 10. Try to follow that beat. In 3, 2, 1. And break. You're done. All right. Good job, guys. Towel off. That was amazing. That was a 5-minute non-stop ab finisher. So kudos to you for doing that in a beginner session. It's okay if you couldn't keep up. Your best is still worthy. So whatever that was, you did amazing for pushing through till the end. All right? Last bit, we're gonna cool down together before we end the class. All right, from here into your bear plank. Breathe in, arch your back up, stretching out your core. Exhale, round your back. 2 more here. Exhale. Inhale up. As you exhale this time, push your hips up towards the sky. Heels, try to push them towards the ground. As your hips go up, hands push them into the ground. Shoulders away from your ears. Pedal your feet out right and left. All right, from here, roll your spine forward into your upward dog. Again, from here, shoulders up and away from your ears. Look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, push your hips back towards your heels.
Hands outstretched in front of you. Go up onto your fingertips so that you can stretch out your shoulder blades. Walk them over to the right. Right, back to the middle. And over to your left. Hold it there. Alright, back to the middle. Go forward. Right foot stepping outside your right hand. From here, if you can, just stay here. Stretching out your hip flexor. If you can go lower, go down onto your elbows into your lizard pose. Hold it there for 3, 2, and 1. Hands back up. Left knee on the ground. Straighten your right leg. Stretching out your hamstring. Push your hips back onto your left heel. Right, back up. Right foot goes across to your left hand. Sit up tall in your pigeon pose. Exhale, fold it down. Breathe, exhale. 3, 2, and 1, back up. Right foot back, same thing on your left side. Hold it there or go lower into your lizard. 3, 2, 1, hands back up. Right knee on the ground, straighten out your left leg. Push your hip back toward your right heel. Straighten that leg. Stretching out your hamstring. 3, 2, 1, again. Up. Left foot across your right side. Inhale up. And exhale, fold forward. Hold it there for 3, 2, and 1. Swing your right leg in front of you. Go into your butterfly. So feet together, knees apart. Try to push your knees as close to the ground as possible. Sit up tall. As you exhale, fold forward. Go as low as you can. Right, sit back up. Hands grow up. Legs outstretched towards the side. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach up tall. As you exhale, fold down to one side. Make sure you keep that chest open. Elbow on your inner thigh. Push it up. Hold it there for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold down to the other side. Again, push your elbow on your inner thigh to open up the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Alright, feet on the ground, hands on the ground. Push your hips up, legs straighten, slowly roll up your spine. Ending it with 3 deep breaths here. Breathe in and out, thanking your body. Inhaling all that good juju one more time. And exhaling all the bad one more time. Inhale up. And exhale. Thank you guys so much for joining me today in the beginner session. If you can, join me next time for the intermediate or advanced. If not, stick to the beginners, and I hope to see you next time. Every progress is still progress. So good job on today's session. I'll hope to see you in the next one. Bye!